Welcome back, it's Mike Schutte with Horse Racing Nation and author of your 2013 Kentucky Derby Super Screener. Hey, in this video, get your pen, paper ready, your iPad, your iPhone. I'm about to reveal to you what the Super Screener has found as a 20-to-1 shot that has not only an excellent chance to hit the board, but a high probability to actually clinch the win spot. As you know, in the Kentucky Derby, there are usually 8 to 9 20-to-1 shots as they leave the gate, and many of them are deservedly so. But if you look over the results charts of the last several derbies, there are at least one and often two 20-to-1 plus shots that actually make up the superfecta. So our job is to find those horses that are legit 20-to-1 shots and eliminate them, but then also isolate those one or two that have that sneaky shot to be able to get in that superfecta and lead to the potential payoff of a lifetime. Last year we tabbed Went the Day Well 30-to-1 as a high probability board hitter, slight win contender. He finished fourth, keyed off a huge superfecta that paid $96,000. And in the year before that, the dark horse, the Super Screener top pick for the upset win contender was none other than Animal Kingdom at 21-to-1. Alright, so this year's Super Screener dark horse, that horse that has a shot not only to hit the board but also potentially win it, it is none other than Milut. Let's take a look at what the Super Screener loves about this horse. First of all, if you look at his record, he has had a progressive move in each of his last 6 races. That's huge. All he has to do is pair his last race, and he's a major threat in this Kentucky Derby. Some folks are going to think from that Louisiana Derby he's a deep closer, but he's really not. He's a mid-pack closer, and that's ideal in a Derby that's setting up with a pace that should be fairly moderate. So he gets the first run on the closers, and you gotta love that. That is key. That's how Animal Kingdom won this race a couple of years ago, as did I'll Have Another last year. The Super Screener loves the pace and the speed profile of this horse, and when you order that Super Screener, you'll be able to see all of the criteria that this horse meets, and he meets just about every single one of the 13 criteria that we have. That Louisiana Derby's coming back very strong. In fact, after departing won that recent Illinois Derby, we took a look at how his running line came out of that race, and believe it or not, the Super Screener took that horse, even though he's not entering the field, through all the criteria, he would have ended up in the top 7 ranked horses in this Kentucky Derby field. So that bodes well for horses like Milut and Revolutionary. Milut gets blinkers off, and that really helped him in that race in the Louisiana Derby relax early so he can make that one run. That's their plan here too, is sit about mid to mid-back pack and then make that one late run. Hopefully he'll have a good post position. His works have been absolutely sensational, and Rosie Napravnik reunites with this horse, and she led and piloted this one to his most dominating victory yet. So count that as another positive. Any questions about Milut? Sure. Distance, as it is for so many of the other horses in this field, so he's in good company. Other than that, hey look, if you don't feel confident about putting him in the win spot, that's okay, I understand, but do not leave this horse off your exotic tickets. Now here's some of the other results of taking this field through the Super Screener criteria. First, I want you to think about the 5 Pletcher horses that are going, and I think you'll be quite shocked as to one that rates almost equivalent to Verrazano, who will end up being the favorite in this race, so check that out. In addition, the absolute top win contender that we've selected should go off at about 10-to-1, and to be honest with you, I have not seen this horse on too many other pros' top lists. Lastly, there are at least 2 vulnerable, low-priced horses that the Super Screener says mid-pack finish at best. And eliminating those vulnerable, low-priced horses is such a key to being able to limit your tickets and make room for those that have far better value. Think about how much you're going to invest in the Kentucky Derby alone, let alone the rest of the card that day. Protect your investment. Be armed, be one of the informed and not the uninformed come the most important racing day on the calendar, and that day that offers the greatest opportunity to potentially hit your score of a lifetime. Go to superscreener.com right now, order yours. We'll have an update on Friday to give you all of the latest information, and until then, you know what I want you to do, go fast and win.